By heck, I had my TV on Saturday night, folks, and late on after all the fights, I went over to that there YouTube, and all of a sudden on my feed, I've got a fella I know well, and he's in that there Tenerife. Oh, aye, he's quoting comebacks, he's quoting James Bond, Sean Connery, he's also quoting Tyson Fury. I think the name he was looking for was Frank Sinatra. Nobody made more comebacks than Frank. It was the old MacMaster in Tenerife. Now, he has been, since what I've called Harriet Gate a good few months ago now, he did say he would never ever return to Tenerife and do vlogs. Are they called vlogs? I think they are. I've never done one myself. I think they are. And I thought he was wrong. I didn't think he should have done that. I think he got a bit upset with things. I wouldn't say through his door at the prom. I don't think that was the case at all. But he thought, no, I don't need the aggravation. I do well enough without Tenerife. I've done Tenerife to death. There's plenty of people doing it there. I'll leave it to themselves. They can all squabble amongst themselves. I don't need it. I'm older now. I'm getting on. I don't need the grief. And I thought he was a bit too quick off the mark, and I don't think he should have knocked it in touch. I mean, I've probably watched him almost as long as anybody that I've been watching, so I only started watching YouTube a couple of years ago. There's very few, if any, that do it better than him. He's very good at what he does. I like virtually all of his output. I don't follow the electric car stuff. It's not for me. I've not got one. I'll never have one. I'm not interested in one. And I was pleased to see him there. I thought, well, I'm glad you've done it. And he's done a couple since. And I'm glad, because at the end of the day, he started the old craze there. It's one of the reasons that I got hooked on Tenerife again, although there's plenty of other vloggers there that I like as well. And I think he was a bit too quick to decide not to go back, and I'm glad he's gone back. The video itself was a long one, maybe not as good as some of them, but I think he had too many people there, and I don't know, it's weird. He's done it for many a year, but I got the impression he felt uncomfortable doing it, probably in the main because he said he'd never do it again, and he wonders how it'll make him look. I don't think it makes him look bad at all, because I think virtually all of his followers that followed him through Tenerife wanted him to do it again, and I did, so I'm pleased. I still don't watch everything he does, and I still don't always watch him from start to finish, but I watch a fair bit of his output, and I like what he does, so I was glad to see him back there. I really was. A small spat, because that's all it was, shouldn't stop a guy from earning a living in a place where he created the Tenerife vlogging phenomenon. But that was after I seen an hour and a half one with his mate Dan. I don't know if anyone's seen that. If you've not, you should watch it. It's really, really good. I loved it. I actually tuned into that. Was that the Saturday night? Was that Friday night? I think it was Friday night. That's what it was. Friday night. It's about 12:30, and I thought, oh, what's this? Don't only just come out of that. I thought, oh, I'll watch a bit of this. I'll only watch it till 1 o'clock. I've got to get in bed. I've got a lot to do. I thought in the morning. Might have been Thursday night, to be honest. It was Thursday or Friday. It doesn't really matter. In fact, I think it was Thursday. Anyway, watched half an hour and I thought, I can't leave it. I was on there till 2 o'clock watching it, and I was up early. 2 o'clock, an hour and a half, non-stop, boom, start to finish. Old MacMaster enjoying himself. He's getting blooded on the old Jameson, and I'm going bog-eyed, trying to stay awake watching it. But I really, really enjoyed it. Told us a lot about himself, a lot about his younger self and his younger story. He was about to tell more, but it was a first for Dan, the first of doing this like podcast thing, and I think they'll get even better and more polished as they go on. I think had Dan been 18 months into it, I think we'd have got a lot more out of the MacMaster, but I really enjoyed that. I love hearing about somebody else's life. I just absolutely love it. Thought it was really, really good. And that Dan, he's messaged me once or twice, and I have him, although we don't know each other. I like him a lot, a hell of a lot. There's something about him. I think he's a decent, honourable, upstanding guy, and I like the fella. I do. I think he's grand. But yeah, I watched that, and I really enjoyed it. In fact, I meant to message him to say, you know what, I started watching this at 12:30. I had to be up early, but I watched it till 2 o'clock in its entirety. I thought it was that good. Really enjoyed it. And then I thought, I'll message him tomorrow. And then I thought, there's probably no point messaging him because he's already said in the new role as being Dan or just Dan or whatever it might be, rather than the Crapmaster, he doesn't read comments anymore. And I thought, I don't want to do a 2 or 3 line piece and it never gets seen. So if ever he's watching this, and he probably won't be, but if anybody follows him out there and sees it, just let him know. I watched it and I was impressed. I liked it a lot. I liked the format, liked it a lot. I was there last October and I was nearly going to go one of his places to ask for him and just ask how he was, or just to see him and shake his hand, because as I say, we had a couple of messages back into, I think, early last year, and I thought he came across as a nice guy, and I just he was just a nice guy, and I like meeting nice guys. I might do that one day. I might do it one day. Anyway, yeah, good to see the MacMaster back. Really, really good. See him in Benidorm. See him there. See his Australian stuff. Don't see as much in America. I don't know why, but I don't. I did with Vegas. The New York stuff I don't as much, and I don't know why, because I probably enjoy it. As I say, the cars aren't for me. And the fish and chips, now and again, I take a leave of him. He's had that many portions of fish and chips in front of me now. That's boring me a little bit now, I must admit. So the fish and chip side of it, I'm not that bothered about. But then again, some of the restaurants he goes, if they tickle me fancy, I'll have a look because I want to see certain places. Seen his Sunday dinner in Shelley's the other day, likes it there, that was grand. Her indoors, she's away in May for a week and she's trying to book, I think it's Ian's, where he's recommended, so they're trying to book there, I think. So all on to say so of MacMaster. So I do watch, I do take an interest. Anyway, I'll love you and leave you. I just wanted to say it was good to see him back. I quite enjoyed it.